Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to explore inventory reporting in Odoo19 and understand how business can track, analyze, and control stock using built-in reports. Okay, so in Odoo19, it actually provides a powerful report that gives you the real-time visibility into your stock levels and the moments. So for understanding that in a detailed way, let's start by opening the inventory module first and moving on to the reporting session that you can find from the top of the dashboard, and there you can see there we have the four different reports, which means stocks, location, move history, and move analysis. Each of the reports are showing each reports that understand what are the stocks and how you can simply store that stock, and how you understand the location and what are the transfers have been done, or the move history of the internal locations or the different locations that have been done, and the move analysis inside your inventory module. So let's go through each one and see how they are used. So start by the stock report by clicking on the stock. There you can find this kind of a dashboard. It's filled with different kind of configure option. So there we have two smart button, which is new and inventory at date. By clicking on the new, you are directly going to the production form, and you need to fill up all the details how you are going to create a product, like giving the detail of the product, and if it's sales or purchased, you can check it. And then we have the product type, invoicing policy, track inventory, and each and every kind of things that you have been see inside the product creation format. So this is simply the same thing that you can do while you're creating a product. So you can choose the things and you can add that into your stock. Okay, so moving on to the stock here, I'm not going to explain that in a detailed way because we have already uploaded the video about how to create a product, so do check it out. And there we have the next option or the smart button, which is inventory at date. So here we have a particular date inventory or stock reporting. So if you want to change that, and if you want to see that in a particular date, you can simply choose that, and you can use this and you can confirm the option, and you will get the reports of that particular dates. So there we have the internal reference, name, website, and if the particular product have a variance and values, you can see that. And there we have the sales price of the product, cost, on hand quantity, forecasted, and units. And you can also use the toggle button to give more details, or you can use more details like the unit cost, or the total value of the product, the PI's product category. You can see all such kind of things by clicking on the each options. So you can show them inside the dashboard itself. Okay, and moving on to the stock itself, there you can find the product, unit cost, total value of the product. There we have the on-hand quantity, free to use, incoming, outgoing, and there we have the units. And you can also see the history of each product by clicking on the history. You're moving to the history of the product, and you can see what are the things that have been done using the product. And you can move to the stock side. And if you want to replenish a particular product by clicking on this option, you can replenish that product as well by clicking on the new option. So now reordering rule is found for that particular product. You can define a minimum stock rule so that Odoo automatically creates a request for the quotation or confirmed manufacturing orders to resupply your stock. So you need to put a reordering rule, and you can simply replenish the stock as per your needs and concern as well. And there we have the location. So if you want to see the location of each product, you can simply click on that option, and you can find the location and the package, lot, and serial number, inventory, and the reserved quantity, units, and everything. So this same thing can be shown under the location reporting as well. Okay, I'll show you later. And moving on to the forecasted, you can move to the forecast and how many products should, how many quantity of products should be forecasted, and the on-hand quantity value you can see from here itself. So on-hand quantity, there we have the incoming, outgoing, and the forecasted unit as well. You can see a graph report, which means a line, and you can choose it as the pie chart, and there we have the bar chart, and under the bar and line chart you can use it as staggered, and there we have the ascending and descending order as well. Okay, so by scrolling down, you can see the available quantity, outgoing, used by, delivery date, and each kind of things. And moving on to the stocks, you can see from here itself, you can see different categories and the main category and the subcategory that we have chosen. and there we have the warehouse status as well. Okay. And on the top of the session there you can find a search bar. You can search used by the filters, group by, and favorite. Okay. So the stock report shows actually the current stock quantity, available quantity, reserved quantity, and as well the product across all warehouse and location as well. So this report is finally help you to instantly understand what product you have in the stock and what quantity. And there you can see different kind of things by clicking on the stock reporting itself. Okay. So I think you can see all the basic detail about the stock by clicking on the stock report. Okay. So now let's move to the next reporting, which is location. So you all know that by learning of that particular report, location means showing the locations of each product, where the product is located. Okay. So this report show this stock location wise, such as we can say warehouse location, internal location, vendor or customer locations. So with this report, you can clearly see where your stock is physically stored as well. So from here itself, you can see the main location of the product and which is the product. And if the product have a package, you can see from here itself, and there we have the lot and serial number, which has been chosen for the particular product. And there we have the inventory quantity, and there we have the reserved quantity, which means the quantity of reserved product in the quant and in the default unit of the measurement of the particular product as well. And there we have the units, and inside the location also you can see the history and replenishment as well. And by clicking on the toggle icon, you can choose what are the things that you need to show inside the dashboard as well. If I want to show the value, I can simply click on there, and available quantity as well, I can click on there. If I want to choose any custom field as well, I can create it. Okay. So inside the location, here it is already chosen as the internal location. You can choose by different filters, which means transit location, subcontracting location, to count, apply, conflicts, and every kind of things. Under the group by, you can choose them. And inside the location, we have three different views, which means the listed view, the pivot view. Listed view is giving you a list format of the particular locations and product corresponding a product as well. But in the pivot view, you can see the measures and the product, and also there we have different locations that have been inside your DB, which means warehouse output, warehouse stock. There we have the warehouse stock shelf number 1 and warehouse stock shelf number 2. So these are the different locations that have that is actually inside your company. So you can see them, and you can see the total quantity of the product that is located inside each each locations as well. And you can choose the measures, which means the available quantity, and there we have the counter, the difference, and every kind of thing. So you can choose multiple measures at a time as well, and you can insert this into a spreadsheet. You can flip the axis, and there we have expanded all, and you can simply download this into XLSX format as well. And moving on to the graph view, you know that the graphical representation of each locations. So there you can see the X and Y axis. So under different axes, you can find the different location. You can choose a particular measures, only one measures inside the graph view, which means if you want to see the counted, you can simply click on there and you can see that. And if you want to see the available quantity of the product that have been in different location, you can choose a particular measures. Okay. And inside the graph view, we have different kind of graphs, which means bar chart, line chart, and there we have the pie chart. And under the line chart and bar chart, here we have the stacked and cumulative, and as well as the ascending and descending order. Okay, so you can choose them. And so that's all about the locations that you can see. So it's basically helpful when you are guys managing the multiple warehouses or tracking internal transfer, and as well as audit stock by location. Okay. Now let's move to the next, which is move history and move analysis. So let's start by move history. So you all know that inside inventory module, there we have different kind of operations. So under transfers. So under the operations, there you can see the different type of transfers, which mean receipt, delivery, internal manufacturing, and drop shipping. So inside the move history report, you can see the different transfers, which is receipt, delivery, internal transfer, and adjustment. So you can see what are the moves that happening inside or that corresponding to a particular product, which means if a product is moving from one location, which means from vendor to the warehouse stock, there you can see the moves of that particular product, how many quantity of the product have been moved from one location to other location. So inside the move history dashboard, you can see the current corresponding date, and there we have the references, product, lot and serial number from to, quantity, units and status of the particular moves as well. And there we have the Kanban view and the pivot view. There we have three different view, which is listed, Kanban and pivot. So defaultly we can see the listed view, and there we have the Kanban view, which means the car typed view. Under the car typed view, you can see the product quantity updated, and there we have the which product have been moved, and there we have the inventory adjustment from where to here, and there we have the total units of products, and there you can see the status and the date of the product that moved from one location to another location as well. Okay, and there we have the pivot table. Under the pivot table, you can see different months and as well as different kind of categories categories of the product, and there you can find the product in UOM, quantity, and the packaging quantity as well. So you can you can wisely use that into flip axis method, and you can expand it all and insert that into a particular spreadsheet as well. Okay, so you can use the move analysis, move history inside the inventory module to understand what are the moves that happen inside your inventory module. Okay, and moving on to the next thing, which is move analysis. By clicking on the move analysis, you can finally see the move analysis of the inventory module. So it's basically in control of the analytics. Okay, like you can see in the more analytical report type, so that basically allow you to analyze stock movements over time period, and you can group data by product, location, operation type or date as well. You can use the filters and the pivot view to understand all such kind of details. So there you can find what are the things that have been ticked, which means the quantity and the count. So there you can see all such details. So basically the move analysis reporters help you to manage, identify fast moving or slow moving product, and you can simply make a decision inside your company once the product movement the analysis got. And there we have the analysis of warehouse performance as well, and you can also make a data driven decision like inventory decision inside your company as well by clicking or by analyzing the move analysis report. Okay, so in the move analysis report, you can see 4 different views, which is pivot, and there we have the listed, and under the listed you can see the reference, product, and from to, demanded, quantity, unit, and company status as well. So there we have the graph view, such as you can see the graphical representation of each product. So there you can find which product is actually demanded more to the customers, and which product have a high demand and a low demand, every kind of things, by clicking on the option or you choosing a particular measure. So it is already in the demand option. So if you want to see the price unit, you can select as well. And if you want the real quantity of the particular product, you can also choose inside the graph representation. And you can also move to the Kanban view. Under the Kanban view, you can see the product and the quantity, every kind of things detailed inside the Kanban view as well. Okay, so that's all about the move analysis. You can use them to create a data-driven decisions inside your company. So don't forget it. Okay, so why the inventory reporting is very important inside inventory is like you can use them to maintain accurate stock records, or you can improve your warehouse efficiency by understanding all such details inside reporting, and you can reduce losses and overstocking as well. And we have to support better planning and decision making inside your company as well. Okay, So to summarize this all report like inventory reporting in Odoo 19, it's provide a complete visibility into your stock levels and movements through the stock location, move history, and the move analysis. So I hope you all understood what I'm actually said, and that's all about this video. So if you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends. I'll be back with another video. Till that, bye-bye.